downtown Los Angeles, setting the scene for us here tonight. Hello and thanks for joining us. Anoche la NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's LeVert in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dion Waiters is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And Harrell's in at the 5 down low. So the Lakers win the tip. Schroeder passes to Harrell. Kicks to James. No good that time. Excellent D there from Allen. LeVert with a wide open look. The offensive rebound. Allen, that's good. Allen's got the first points up on the board for the Nets.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Now here's Harrell. There's the dish to LeBron. And he slams it down.
There for LeBron, I mean, insane athleticism.
Irving against Schroeder. Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Schroeder passes to Davis. James outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Shooting 2. And the first one drops. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Both free throws good from James.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
Now here's Irving. Allen outside. Here's Dinwiddie. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Rockets. Tries to save it. Los Angeles with another miss. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Schroeder passes to Davis. Over Durant. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's LeVert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tremendous versatility for Karis LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Well, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7", he's a gifted scorer, can make plays. when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. To get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
First one falls for. And you look at Karis LeVert, Clark out of Michigan, 6'7", and a tremendous athlete.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players over the last handful of years coming out of college. He had some injury issues his last 2 seasons at Michigan, but he's an excellent two-way player. Outstanding energy and aggressiveness, and makes all kinds of plays at both ends of the floor and plays the game the right way.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General Manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside, KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
I like seeing Durant slam that one down. I mean, he's just powering it home thanks to that incredible position.
Schroeder with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's LeVert. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
Here's James. 4-point game. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Now here's Durant. A three-pointer off the mark. LeVert against James. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Irving against Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason, and the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
The first free throw is good.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Schroeder dishes to Harrell. Pass to LeBron. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray. LeBron's got 7.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
Now here's LeVert. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis pulls it down. The Lakers trail. Waiters surveying the D. James outside. And stolen by Irving. Outside Durant. Dinwiddie outside. Raiders against Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Over Waiters. KD's shot is good. 6 points for him.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Lakers trail by 3. Schroeder, right side. James trying to free himself up. And it's Schroeder missing.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
James against LeVert. James with it. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, leading by 5. Now, Dinwiddie, 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Waiters, no good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's the 3. That doesn't go either for Durant. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's LeBron. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
LeBron's game has a real shine to it. Spit polished. And he's got a great feel of when to attack from there.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Got a hand on it.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Now the pass to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving. Lakers trail by 3. LeBron kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Harrell. Lakers passing it around. LeBron against Allen. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. But they'll get another chance. They get it back. Harrell, that's good.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
A chance to check out the stats for Schroeder. Last season's performance for him. Last season he averaged 15 points a game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night. You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
A terrific shot on the turnaround. Schroeder's got 6. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to Golden State. Irving looking over the floor. Shoots over Schroeder. Second chance shot. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Now here is Davis. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. And he's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
Yeah, what a nice play. Just a coaster by himself off of that steal.
Here's Irving. He's got 6. 1:58 left in the first quarter. Here's Allen. Durant trying to break free. Allen's shot is off. You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And both free throws good for Waiters. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Now, here is Irving. After LeBron James's miss, hits it from 3-point range. Dinwiddie's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Well, you know, this is what makes Dinwiddie so dangerous, guys. His shot preparation makes him ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Davis, the pass to LeBron. Loads it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
James against LeVert, and he makes that one. James has got 13.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Dinwiddie dishes to KD. Over LeBron. Durant, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
There's the lob to the hoop. Allen kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Allen. Launches it. No good on that one. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this team has shown their toughness and determination. And Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are. And when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. Durant is is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in at the point guard.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Now here's Prince. Harris outside. 5 on the clock. Over James. Second chance effort. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket. Jordan's got his first 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Back to Irving. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Schroeder outside. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. Passes it to Harris. Back to Irving. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Harrell finds Davis. Harris against LeBron. Over Harris. And again, it's the Lakers.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You've got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's James. He's got 17. Misses the layup. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Prince. Rebound by Harrell. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Feeds it to James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Boy, LeBron's taking a lot of punishment over the years. For him, just part of the game.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in guys too. Rodions Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And you know, sometimes you got to make your own breaks, make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep, and guys like Anthony Davis and Marcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
Here's Harris. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Harris against Caldwell Pope. Harris passes to Jordan. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Now here's LeBron. 18 points for him. Basket counts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Free throw drops for James. Nets trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Caldwell Pope against Harris. He kicks it to KD. The 11-footer and too long on the shot. Lakers leading by 4. It's Kuzma penetrating. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Brooklyn. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively. And he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles. But one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Jordan.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to LeBron. Kuzma with it. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Kuzma's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Lakers. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Durant in the corner, shoots over Kuzma. And it's Durant missing for Los Angeles. They've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And Kuzma slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside. numbers for Jordan. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Prince outside. Connects on the 17-footer.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Lakers leading by 6. There's the pass to Harrell. He dishes it to James. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Now here's Irving. He's got 12. Looking to end his cold spell. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side, Rondo. Pass to James. Here's Harrell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
A lot of time they've been spending at the foul line so far, guys. They'll take those points all game long if they can get them.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Karis LeVert comes in for Taurean Prince. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris. And both free throws good for Harrell. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this point. Man.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Now here's LeBron. 1 points in the game. Passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Harrell. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Allen. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. Six to shoot. Durant with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And that one, good. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Durant. LeVert trying to get open. Another shot. KD with the bucket. KD's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Now here's Harrell. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. And it's Rondo penetrating. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by Rondo. 6 points from Montrezl Harrell.
I love the awareness from Rondo. Just an excellent passer who's actively looking for his teammates.
Dinwiddie against LeBron. And here's LeVert. The teardrop falls in.
You got to D up LeVert better than that, Kevin. I mean, he excels at scoring over the defense.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. 9-point game. outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And the Lakers with some changes. Davis comes in for Harrell, and Dion Waiters subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Kevin Durant. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Dinwiddie. 5 points in the game. The pass to Irving. Off target from three-point range. Lakers leading by 10. Pass to James. Here is Davis. LeVert defending. Dinwiddie against Davis. Shot clock at 6. James misses.
He hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the one in the first.
Stolen by Waiters. Rondo against Allen. Rondo passes to James. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And LeBron James gets it to go. James has got 24.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Rondo against Irving. Right wing. Here's Dinwiddie. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And, you know, guys, we've talked about Dinwiddie's height before. Well, he does a good job using that height with these strong finishes.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. KCP, a great first half of play with the scoring. What did you see from them defensively that allowed you to be effective?
I just took what they gave me. And I just knocked them down.
Hey, KCP, thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Hey, we knew the King was going to come home and hold court. Tonight, a little extra. Whew. He gets anywhere he wants, any shot he wants. How old is this guy, 15?
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's Dinwiddie. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dion Waiters is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Harrell in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Now here's LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Harrell with it. James outside. Excellent D there from Allen.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Irving with a clean look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Waiters gets a wide-open look. Tries again. And Davis can't get it to go.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Count that bucket. And it's 9 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Davis. He's got 8. Now James. Schroeder outside. Davis kicks to LeBron. Great D that time from Durant.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Passes it to LeVert. And the rejection by James.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, an excellent shot blocker.
Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
Take a break.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
You know, Karis LeVert had a few surgeries before entering the NBA, but took kind of a unique step in writing an open letter to NBA GMs telling them physically he'd be ready for the league. And you know what? He was right.
Nets trail by 4. Pass to Dinwiddie. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Harrell. Floats it up for Davis. Makes it off the glass. James has got 26.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And there's the pass to Irving. Shoots over Schroeder. That misses off the backboard. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And he comes up with the deuce. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now here's Durant. He's got 12. Over Harrell. A nice shot by KD. Durant's got 14 points.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Right side Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Nets have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Morris is checked in for Harrell.
What's up?
Free throw, good, Irving. And here's Schroeder. He has 6. Waiters outside. Pass to Morris. Outside, Davis. Dishes to Schroeder. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Waiters. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Dinwiddie against Waiters. There's the triple. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Lakers leading by 5. And Waiters has it in the corner. Passes it to Davis. And there's the feed to Morris. Over KD. Morris, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim. And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Durant after Markieff Morris's miss. Rebound the Lakers. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And they double up LeBron. Inside, Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And 12 points for Davis.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now, here's LeVert. 6 points for him. Over Morris. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Here's Dinwiddie. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Allen kicks to LeVert. Back to Allen. To stop the drought. And it's Durant missing. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Here's LeVert, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And LeVert knows exactly where to go in transition. Incredibly quick in the open floor.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. And yes, it's good. 30 points for LeBron.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 9. Pass to LeVert. Down low. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Allen.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
The pass to Waiters. And here is Davis. Dinwiddie covering. Shoots from 8. In deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 8 points in the quarter.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And it's good for 2.
Boy, demonstrating his confidence there, guys. Allen, even when guarded closely, very comfortable taking this shot.
To the middle. Here's Davis. The shot misses. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Dinwiddie. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, the next step for Dinwiddie is to just become more consistent going forward, especially when it comes to scoring, because I think he does everything else pretty well.
Now here's Waiters. He's got 6. Kuzma sinks that one from the post. Kuzma's got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Rondo against Irving. Allen right side. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Davis with the double team. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Let's keep it alive. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're leading by 8. And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Now here's Waiters. Rondo passes to Davis. Kuzma kicks to Waiters. Back to Kuzma. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Rondo. Good on the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 7. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Los Angeles leading by 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets trail by 7. Irving passes to LeVert. Raiders against Dinwiddie. Back to Jordan. Pass to LeVert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Nets with the new shot clock. Jordan kicks to Prince. Outside Irving. For the 3. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. Out left to the wing. Here's Kuzma. The good-looking shot from the wing. Kuzma's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Kuzma's such an impressive player, able to dial it in from these in-between spots with relative ease.
Here's Irving. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Free throw, good, Irving. And here's Rondo. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Garrett Temple has checked in for Kyrie Irving. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kuzma finds Rondo. Back to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And that one's good by Davis.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Now here's Dinwiddie. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 9. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Lakers leading by 9. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Garrett Temple. And it's Harris in at small forward. Good on the shot. And that's 12 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Temple to the paint. Here's